Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison Wellington, certified dating and relationship coach, and I primarily work with busy professional women like you to help you learn how to attract and keep the partners that you deserve, the husbands that you deserve. And every week we do this live Q&A for you to be able to get guidance and support around any questions that you have around dating and relationships. And normally from week to week, I get questions that I start the live with. And then if there are any questions that come in new and hot, I am more than happy to guide and support you. I do want to tell you a little bit about me if you are new to my page. So before I was married to my husband now of 5 years, I was in what I would consider a dead end relationship. It had no direction, it had no growth. We were committed. That's nice, right? I'm your girlfriend, like we're in high school, but where are the next steps? Where is there a savings account that we can start? No. Is there a house that we can buy? Nope. Is there a ring on this finger? Well, Allison's not asking, right? Are we going to have a baby? Are we going to get married? Like, what are the appropriate next steps that any adult relationship should be having? And we weren't getting there. So after 4 years, I ended that relationship. And as a counselor, I did something that's kind of unethical. I counseled myself. I created, which I didn't know at the time, I created a program that I used, a process that I used for me to heal from that breakup. And I got back into the dating scene immediately, expeditiously. And I say that with absolutely no shame. And the reason why is because time is of the essence, not only because I'm a woman, but because I'm a human, right? Like time is of the essence. We are mere mortals and we do not have time to wait around and hope and pray that people change their minds. We do not have time to sit around and hope and pray that things work out without any kind of concrete evidence to show that things are going in the right direction. I got right back into the dating scene. And can I tell you that literally the next person that I dated became my husband, Andrew. We have 2 beautiful little girls. One of them is turning 3 in a couple of weeks. I'm in the midst of throwing parties and doing all the things. Y'all know I tend to be extra. And so this is my love story. I'm super happy. I'm in a healthy, loving, committed relationship. I have the family I always wanted. I got the house I wanted. I got the savings, all the stuff that I was looking for out of the wrong person, but with the right person, someone who wanted that for himself and also wanted that with me. So that's a little bit of my story. And I'm going to get right into a question that was submitted to me from a woman, a future wife, who is a part of my Future Wives Club. My Future Wives Club is a private Patreon community of ladies. And she submitted this question. And so I'm going to go ahead and read it. If any of you guys have a question, go ahead and drop it in the comments here so that I can address it for you. And if this live stream, if any of the videos have offered you any kind of support, any kind of guidance, any kind of anything, then I want you to go ahead and make sure that you subscribe and you actually watch the videos, right? Like make sure that you are gathering the content. And more importantly than that, that you are actually executing. So I've been doing a way better job of letting Instagram know that I'm live. That what I did not do is pull up this question in advance. So you guys are going to give me 2 seconds and here it goes. Here's the question. Well, good morning, Allison. I hope all is well. I won't be able to be present for this week's live Q&A due to my work schedule, but I have a question I'd like to ask if this is okay. This is okay. Long story short, I have been seeing a guy for over a year. A few ups and downs, no commitment as of yet, and no solidified relationship. That's already a problem. How are we seeing each other for a year and there's no solidified relationship? How long does one need in order to decide, both parties, because we don't know, I didn't get to the rest of the story yet. How long does both parties need to decide whether or not we want to be in a committed relationship, whether or not we should continue seeing each other, or if we should give someone else a chance, right? So my general timeline is somewhere, I'm going to be super generous and I'm going to say less than 6 months. Really, it's 6 months if we're long distance, because if we're long distance, we're not spending quality time together. So it will take more time to assess whether or not you're a good match. In reality, we both live in the same city. We're both relatively working similar schedules. That means that we should be seeing each other at minimum once a week, at minimum once a week, at minimum once a week. That's not my Wi-Fi, did not skip. Therefore, 3 months is enough time for 2 parties to decide whether or not they want to be in a committed relationship. But let's keep reading. A few weeks ago, he expressed that he's fallen in love with me, and it seems as though things were beginning to change for the better as far as an actual relationship. A few days ago, he told me he needed time to clear his head due to past trauma, not making the same mistakes, and his therapist asked him to take some time for himself. I'm glad that he's seeing a therapist. That's my note. That's not her note. He isn't sure if getting into a relationship is right for him and I. We made so many plans for the next couple of months already, including my birthday in 2 weeks, and he's willing to still take me out to have a good time. I'm not sure if I should go. A part of me thinks all plans should be canceled until he can make a commitment into something serious and not having just a good time. But am I overthinking and self-sabotaging myself out of a birthday treat and future trips? I just don't want to continue feeling like a good time, but I'm also trying to give grace with whatever he's going through mentally and hurt from his past. I really appreciate you and everything that you do with assisting us ladies in our dating and hoping for the best of us navigating these times. Okay. So again, I covered my first concern, right? My first red flag. Why is it taking so long to commit? Secondly, he's saying he's in love with you, but then can't commit. Commitment, unless he's seeing other people, should not be this hard. Hey, I don't want to see anybody else. I don't want you to see anybody else. And I want for us to talk about plans on how we can move our lives forward together. That is a committed relationship, people. I ain't seeing nobody. You ain't seeing nobody. And I want to talk about how we can mesh our lives together so that we could live that thing together. Home ownership, building a family, getting married, having kids, whatever that might look like. Why is it taking so long? If it is attached, and supposedly he loves you, if it's attached to his past traumas, and even his therapist said supposedly that he should be taking time for himself, he needs to take all the time for himself. Yes, I'm going to answer this very quickly. Give up the birthday, give up the trips. Give up the birthday plans, give up the trips. If you need time, then you need time. Give him all of the time that he needs as you continue to date, because I hope that you didn't throw anybody away, putting all your eggs in one basket for this guy for the last year, who's now telling you an entire year later, if you want babies, an entire 12 cycles later, that he is not ready for a commitment. I hope you didn't throw anybody else away. If you did, it's okay. You are going to learn from your mistakes today. You are going to recoup. You are going to give him the time that he needs, because it does seem like he's going through something difficult. And at minimum, you care about him as a person. So you do want to give him the space in order to deal. His therapist supposedly recommended it. We do want to give him the space to deal. We want to be a support to him. Hey, I understand and I respect that. You need some time to work through whatever you're working through. Please let me know how I can be a support. Maybe I'll check in every couple of weeks. I'll send a text message. I don't want to overwhelm, just checking in, just letting know how I can be there for you, because at minimum, you care about him as a friend as you date somebody else, because he has clearly stated to you that he is not in a position to commit to you. So why, if you are, well, because women are notorious for doing this, why are you committing yourself to someone who has not committed themselves to you? Would you show up to a job every day, do the job that is required by the title, and not get your salary? Reciprocity. If I'm showing up to do the job, I expect something in return. Yes, that sounds transactional. That's life. Sorry. Right? And so, yes, we're going to cancel the birthday plans, and you're going to make better ones. And you're going to make better ones by yourself, with your sister, with a friend. Now we're going to the Maldives. Now we're wilding. I'm going to South Africa. I'm going to Colombia. I am going to Switzerland. I'm wilding now, because what you're not going to do is try to drop this bomb on me after I've been dating you for a year that you're not ready for a commitment 2 weeks before my birthday and ruin my birthday. We're not doing that. So now I'm doubling down. I'm ODing. Now I'm having the time of my life. Okay. So yes, you're going to, all right, I completely understand. I'll give you your space. I'll check in with you in a couple of weeks, make sure you're okay. If you do want to, catch a cup of coffee, low effort, low vibrational, you want to catch up, I'll be there for you. And I'm doubling down and I'm wilding. Hair, nails, outfits, everything. And I'm going to invite my most fun friend who can just drop everything on a dime, and we're going to travel. We're going to do something amazing. I'm going to throw a huge party. I'm going to have the works, because I'm not going to allow your traumatic experience to be a traumatic experience for me. We're not doing that. I'll be a support, because right now I'm your friend. I'm not your girlfriend. Okay. You're going to cancel that birthday plan because he's canceled it on you. He says he can't commit. He needs space. Give him the space. The future trips, you're going to cancel them. You got your own money. Go with a girlfriend. go treat your mom, and you are not going to allow this person to dull your experiences that are coming up because they're going through something. You'll be a good person. You'll be a support to them. And that's going to be the end of that. That's going to be the end of that. Right? I hope that that was helpful. If you have more questions, because again, this question comes directly from my private Future Wives Club on Patreon, go ahead, make sure you drop it in there so that we can discuss further. I hope that that has been helpful. I haven't gotten any questions in the comments, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. If this or any other one of my videos has been of value to you, you've chuckled, you've learned, you've cried, what I'd like for you to do is to make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and you are also going to watch the videos. You are going to make sure that you are taking action on the advice that I offer. If you are like me and you ain't got all day to be watching 1,000 videos and trying to piece and parse and figure it out, and instead you want guidance, you want support, you want a coach, you want your cheerleader, you want someone who's going to have their foot in your neck to make sure that you are learning specifically how to navigate dating successfully so that you can be in a healthy, committed relationship in 6 months or less. I am going to one of my clients' weddings this weekend with my husband. If you are like me and you want results, you want them now. If you are like me and you are the VIP lady, you are the one who skips the line, you are on fast track, you are on platinum, then what you need to do is get into coaching. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that link in the comments right now so you can apply. Let's talk so we can see if coaching is an appropriate match for you. And then let's get you in a healthy, committed relationship in 6 months where we don't have somebody who is wasting time for a whole year. We're not in a committed relationship and now they need time. We ain't got time for that. All right, beautiful people, I'm out of here. Make sure that you watch the replay. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you share. Make sure you do all the things. And again, for my busy professional women who are serious about getting into a healthy, committed relationship ASAP Rocky, go ahead and click the link. I put it in the comments and apply to work with me. All right, folks. When are you going to see me again? You're guaranteed to see me every Wednesday during the 5 o'clock hour Eastern, live every time. And I'm working on a new project, so we'll see when else you'll see me. All right, folks, I'll see you later. Bye.